Basement Bookers Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast. I am me, the current reigning and defending basement champion. He's him. We are together, Basement Bookers Podcast. Hey, you, how you doing? Welcome to this podcast you're a part of.
Thanks, bro. Listen, I can't wait. We have this event we're going to talk about. We got this guy defending the title against his opponent. We have this match. It's got 5 people, 5 men against each other. There's 5 women against each other. There's another match. It's him versus him. She may be ringside. He's going to be ringside. There's another title on the line. There's this kind of match with this one versus that one, and the pre-show with 2 high flyers. You know him, and you know the other guy. That's going to be big.
Let me tell you something, you. When they came there, and instead of them, it was him,
Mm-hmm.
mind blown. But they're going
Yeah.
to do it this Saturday at the thing. And
Right.
boy, what is it gonna be? It's gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else we're gonna do, but we're gonna transition into talking about them. And the first group is gonna be right after this. Boy, I was totally looking forward to these two throwing down, especially at the last minute when he got mad at him for whatever reason, and he decided he wanted to settle things on Saturday before the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
So
he came up to him and he kind of implied that, he I think he gave him a mask. He went to give him a mask, and it was like, what are you trying to say? Like, do you think I gotta hide my face or something? He's like, no, but maybe try something different, and took offense to it. Yada yada. He got heated. He got heated, and they're like, all right, let's just have another match because we like to kick each other's asses.
if I saw that muted, I would have thought that he thought he was ugly and that he should wear that because
Hmm.
then it would be better for him.
Hmm.
Or it could have been that the other dude was like, I'm pretty ugly. And once I put on this mask, people started to like me again when they realized they didn't have to look me in my eyes
Hmm.
and see that thing before them. I feel better now.
Right.
So listen, I got to give it to him, and we'll see how this goes. The odds look like they're more in favor of the other one, but that guy, he's going places, masked or not masked. You know.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. He's definitely winning this one. All right, next up, we have this grudge match. It is inside the structure. She is finally going to get her hands on her. These 2 women, we know they don't like each other. They're coming for each other. She's angry. She's hot. She's heated. She is pissed. She's coming after her. But on the other side of things, she's got her thing, and I think she's gonna hit her with it, and I think she's gonna win.
I mean, look, when it comes down to it, you got to go with the one with the most experience in hitting people with objects sometimes. And there's only one person in here that even fills that structure or not. There's no way you can't get that in or around the structure. She was pretty upset with her. She came at her while she was with the trainers. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And she wasn't going to take that laying down. And we're going to see at Saturday that there's only one person that's going to make it out of the structure. Wait a minute. Is this like through on top of a person, or do you have to make them admit to not being tough, or is this you must
I,
flee the structure?
I think it hasn't been explained to us yet. No.
Okay. Well, you know what? She's going to win anyway. So that's who I got. And hopefully, boy, what a contest.
Yeah. Ditto. I'm picking the same one.
All right, on to the next one. Goodness gracious. Just when you thought Saturday wasn't going to get insane enough, we have ourselves right here 5 men competing in a match. And this match only one person who has more uh, numbers than the other ones is going to win here. And let me tell you, he's looking really good here. He's looking like these four other guys don't stand a chance, and it's gonna make it look like it's close. Even though I think he's going off to Monday Night Raw eventually, that's been maybe happening for a long time. But then you got this guy, and he's over there. Maybe he's gonna be going up there. So two guys, and even then, you got this blue chipper right here, pure wrestling and things. And he's out here for a chance and a chance to get back to there. What if not? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I got to say, he's winning this. There's no doubt about it. So that's who I got. So what is this match? What are the rules here? You think?
So this kind of match, the way it works is if for example he pins him, right? Now him has to go into this penalty box, this structure, and for I think 30 seconds, whereas he who got the pin, scored the pin, gets a point. And so the person with the most points at the end is the winner.
Great. And like I said, he's going to have the most points anyway. It might, maybe not by a lot, but it's going to happen.
Right.
And it's going to be finally going to be, maybe he will actually, become him if he defeats him. Who knows? We don't even know who he is after tomorrow night.
Right. So I actually think he's gonna win. Um I think that they're sort of switching gears. They tried really pushing him, but I think he's the next guy that they're really gonna try and push. Also, I heard that he's gonna get called up to the main roster soon. No word on if it's one show or the other, but yeah, actually I was surprised to see that name.
Any show that picks them up is going to, benefit immensely.
Definitely.
We look forward to see what they do next.
Next up, we have the women's version of this match. These five women, you know who they are. They all got beef with each other. This one, like I said, she's really feisty. She's really upset. This one wants to prove herself. This one wants to show that she is the most athletic. Meanwhile, she has the most potential out of all of them. I think she's really the dark horse here, though. I think that she's the one that they want to back, that they want to push, strap the rocket, put her in the main event.
I mean, I can't argue with that. Only I think it's gonna be her. And she's got all the tools. She's proven that she's been at the top. Honestly, the current person who's at the top is not exactly interesting to me. No offense to her and the other one that helped put her there, but I think it's this person's time again here. Maybe. So who knows? Even then, what she gonna do? Because she's got to decide if she's gonna be able to throw down and tussle with this one, and she's known to fight anywhere. You know what I mean? Any
Hmm.
place, it doesn't matter where, against whom. So it could be that one or this one, and who knows? She could, that dark horse. It could be that one that does it, and that's gonna be my pick here. So
All
it's
right.
time.
There you go.
These two here have been on a path ever since he set foot on the scene, ever since he opened his mouth against him. But now he don't play that mess, and he is gonna have to try to take it to him. But I gotta say, if this is gonna be his second showing, he's got to do what he's got to do. So it's probably gonna be him anyway, but it's going to be nefarious. Two men going to fight like they always fight. One, two, three, and he's going to win. That's it.
All right. Um, I think so too. I also think that there's going to be some sort of something, maybe a distraction. Maybe he's gonna come to ringside, be like, "Listen, what's going on? Is it him or is it him?" Kind of thing. And a little distraction here or there. Bing bang boom, clock from behind, and he wins.
Would you say they predominantly represent their respective sides of the tracks? You know what I mean? This is what this feels like. The top of each side of the tracks, as it were, for them,
I
for these
uh
two.
I think so. The one thing, like there's a couple of guys like him and him also, like, seriously, like it looks like they're like outlining their beards and like coloring it in. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's weird. It's weird in 4K. Maybe back when it was 720, but not in 4K.
Well, we'll just see if that even helps them.
Mm,
But the next match is going to be something.
yep. Next up for the title, we have him defending against him, with him at ringside and her at ringside. Now we know what she's all about. We know what he's all about. He's a deadbeat. You know, let's not get it twisted. Um, I don't know. I feel like, especially with him out with injury now, which that wasn't. If that was legit, it was like you scripted it a little too much. But either way, I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, because you would think because he's at half strength, he wouldn't be able to help out too much. It'd be
Mhm.
obvious because she do what she do.
Mhm.
But then the other guy, maybe she tries a thing, and the other guy who's not these guys is like you, and you go there because you
Mhm.
can't be here. You know what
Right.
I mean? And
Mhm.
then that might the playing.
Mhm.
So I guess I'm gonna have to agree here and see if that happens, especially with him over there. He's there.
Mhm.
They're all there.
Of
So
course, because they
uh,
run it. Next up in our main event of this event, we have him defending the title against him. Now, we've seen the promos, we've seen everything they've said to each other. He went for sort of a verbal low blow, but then we kind of saw he's like, no, only I can destroy me. So, and then he was like, whoa. So, I think he's gonna retain. I think I mean it's gonna be tough. We know he's not gonna hit his finisher because his finisher is the most protected move in the business. Um, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be like going through hellfire and brimstone. But he's gonna retain.
I mean, look, I know you say that, and yeah, 100%, I agree. I just don't even know what else to say. Why are we even discussing this particular uh, encounter in the first place? But
Hmm.
here we are. Hopefully, this doesn't come back to haunt me. So there we go. That's really all I got to say about that. And that
Yeah.
is that thing tomorrow or today or yesterday.
Whenever you
And
listen or watch.
yes, so hopefully you enjoyed or will enjoy or have enjoyed this event.
Right.
Right.
Now, I just want to say, for anyone that doesn't know why I sort of did that, what he said was, "Why are we even talking about this?" Those are kind of famous last words from that match. I mean, you could call it sort of like season one of the podcast, where he said, "Why are we even talking about this?" And then he ended the streak, and
Yeah,
we were
we
both like, "Well, all right then." You remember?
yeah, life comes at you fast. Swerves also.
Mm.
So
Well, that's all for our predictions episode for this event. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on this and that. Don't forget that.
You can start using names now. Don't let it happen again.
what are
Oh,
you doing? Oh,
dude, we're good now. We can use names again.
we can use names now.
We can use names now.
All right,
All right.
great.
Cool.
So
Oh, I can't believe. Oh man, that was rough. Okay, cool. This. All right. So should we
names
just
are important.
names can be important.
I
All right.
learned that names can be helpful today.
All right. So lightning round. Let's run through pre-show Axiom versus Frazer.
I got Frazier.
I got Axiom.
That's crazy.
All right. Next up, Hayes versus Lexus King.
I'm Lexus King. It's his first match against a guy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So if him were to beat him, you know,
Yeah, Mr. Sharpie Beard himself, number one.
yeah, it's Tiger King. You know,
Totally what they're going for.
yeah.
All right. Roxxanne versus Kianna James. Steel cage match. We couldn't say steel cage before. Oh my god.
The structure.
Structure.
Even though you can say box,
I
but
yeah.
but that's all right. SmackDown. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go. Well, I don't remember who I don't even know when we weren't using names who I was referring to. So I'm gonna go with Kiana James.
Like
Um,
I want Kianna James to win.
it's gonna be
No
Booker T's favorite student.
I feel like no one has really won a feud against Roxanne Perez. No one has really definitively won a feud against her, and I don't love it. But okay, I'm gonna say
Actually, you would be right though if you pick her. Like it's non-title anyway, which is why I'm so flippant. But like,
right.
if she won, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm just going
Yeah.
with the other one because I figured that'd be interesting. Like
Yeah.
Roxanne Perez wanted that and she lost. What? Like, oh my
Right.
goodness.
Right. So yeah, Roxanne is gonna win. Keon James is gonna try the brick in the purse jammy, and that's not gonna work out for her because she like her gimmick is like depending on it.
Yeah, she's gonna just be like, and I'm gonna go with the, bah, and she's gonna be like, oh my god, and then I'm gonna
And
get you 1, 2, 3. That's it.
pop rocks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Right on there.
All right. North American title, we can say that. Dom defending against Dragon Lee, the future of Lucha
Dragon
Libre.
Lee. Dragon Lee, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think Dragon Lee, like as a baby face, is gonna be over.
Mhm.
Like there's X's of him. Like he does a thing where he trades masks with little kids. Like he'll give his and he'll take theirs. It's incredible.
That's cool.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Like imagine like you get to you have a mask of your hero and you give it to your hero and he gives you his actual mask.
Yeah. It's
It's
insane.
amazing. I love it.
I would hope
Okay.
that his head doesn't hurt from mine being smaller than his.
Yeah.
You know, he finds the most big-headed kid he could find, and even better, that makes them feel even better. You know, it's like all
A
this time
young
people make.
JD McDonough?
Maybe that's why. Maybe JD McDonough's kryptonite is Dragon Lee.
JD
He's
can
so
never wear a
kind to
mask.
big-headed children.
He can never wear a mask.
This poor bastard.
Poor bastard. Men's Iron Survivor. Dijak, Trick, Briggs, Braun, Tyler Bate.
I think it's Trick Williams, man. I think Tyler Bate might be going up, and I thought Braun would be going up too, but I just let's see what happens if Trick wins. You know.
I like, I like Trick a lot. I think if Briggs doesn't win, it's going to be Trick. I'm going to pick Trick. But I think Briggs needs a strong showing. This is his first major match since since seemingly separating from Brooks Jensen. I think they want to really give Briggs a singles chance. That's what I was referring to before. I feel like they try with Dijak, and for whatever reason, they don't feel like it's really landing. So they're gonna sort of back burner Dijak and try it with Briggs. Braun, they can toss into the main event anytime they want. Looks the part, totally acts the part. His heel work isn't the best as far as his heel character work
Hmm.
isn't the best. His heel in ring work is fine, right? They told him to smash a skull. He smashed a skull as best as he could, and camera trickery, yada yada. But speaking of yada yada, Trick Williams.
Excellent. Lightning
And
round, he says.
yeah, Adam. Women's
Just
Iron.
like my friend
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. It's actually Samoa Joe.
Like, why didn't Roddy try this 5 years ago?
Sometimes things happen by accident because the Adam thing,
Hmm.
that was an accident that it
I
got over, and
It's
then he
so
just
good.
leaned into it. And like him just using it with Ring of Honor guys would be the
Mhm.
best. If he just sticks it to that because they've been friends or whatever, that
Mhm.
would be perfect. Yeah.
I like in a way it really should only be Adam.
It really should. But I'll accept Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but okay. So it's only Adam, but Adam Cole, Adam Copeland, Adam Page, and that's it. Only every Adam, but only Adam.
That's right. And there are no Adams in the women's Iron Survivor match, which I picked Tiffany Stratton to win that one. That's my pick. Before we went off the rails there too much.
Right. It's tough. I feel like much like Josh Briggs, I think they want to push Fallon Henley up to um
I
sort of the
knew that's who
next
you were
rung.
talking to.
Yeah.
That's who you were talking about.
Um like it's not title. I'll go Fallon Henley.
That's cool. I was just going like who would be more fun to take to the movies. You know what I mean? And I just went with it. You're putting your life in your hands going to the movies with Tiffany Stratton. I feel you're putting your life in your hands. At least and much like if this were a title match, I would be putting my life in my hands
Yep.
because that might not be that she would win because now that you think about it, there's like something going on between those two for some time, especially since Halloween when I couldn't tell which one was which one. That's when
Yeah.
it started for me.
Hmm.
So
And now, yeah, Tatum Paxley obviously obsessed with Tiffany,
yeah,
and I'm here for it. It's like goth early Mickey James.
yeah, you might be right. So good thing this is not a title. So let's go. I guess we guys have the main event, right?
Main event. Ilya.
Why are we even talking about this?
He did it again.
I believe in Ilya Dragunov.
So do I, but those words, man,
I
they're
know they're
cursed.
loaded. It's loaded language for this. This is that was the first Basement Booker's canon event.
Yeah, like
Is
those
that
words are very much like
Yeah, it's worse though. It actually works. So we got to be careful.
you don't know that the Danhausen curse doesn't work.
I hope they don't, because he just does it all willy nilly. He's an irresponsible cursor.
You don't know like the incubation period of the curse. Could be
Honestly, I
2 weeks. Could
don't.
be a
I don't
month.
know anything. I don't know what I know. What I do know is that's NXT Deadline, folks. So if you let us know if you agree, disagree. What do you think about that beginning part? We really had no choice. It's the whole thing.
Hmm.
Um, some people have deadlines. All right, Rich, you had wanted to mention a news item that was brought to our attention about
That's right.
things.
That's right. I was looking through the news here and I saw something about TNA, now TNA Wrestling, formerly known as Impact Wrestling. Just when I got out of the habit of calling them TNA, they're TNA again, of course. So they're starting a streaming platform. It's going to be called TNA Plus, and the company behind the sort of the housing, the implementation of it is Endeavor. And I'm like, wait a second. That's the parent company of WWE. So we have the parent company of WWE running the streaming platform for TNA wrestling. This has me thinking this could be the first stage, sort of maybe not necessarily like a trial run, but like let's get some hands-on observation here of the numbers. How they could be gauging the value of TNA's video library to see if maybe they would want to buy it. Think about it. You got AJ Styles, Samojo, he's over in AEW now. There's far too many letters here.
Let me help
Who
you, Rich the Riz, as a man
Yeah.
who doesn't know anything about TNA. You have
Truth.
so many interesting storylines. Also, you can see you got Truth there. He's Ron the Truth Killings.
Winning the NWA World Title twice.
That's right. You've got the main event Mafia. You know, you can experience that. You could experience Aces and Eights. You know, you could experience the fact that people saying that there's no way that MJF could be the devil because he got beat up by the devil, but like Bully Ray got, his ass kicked at his own wedding just to like hide his shit. So like, it's possible. It's not impossible. I'm just saying. Definitely it's Wardlow. But we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, man. So this is interesting. So I wonder if they'll it obviously would be easier to license, at least temporarily, some footage from TNA, like if they want to create like a hype package for AJ Styles, for instance.
Right. They
Um,
could easily get that if they wanted to. They've helped them out for like their like Hall of Fame
hmm
things. Like you've had guys do a thing for them, and this is a new thing. Even Triple H lets stuff happen.
hmm
He lets you go home for the holidays. If you're a Sami Zayn, he'll have you crippled on TV so you can go home to your family, to go home and be a family man. Like if
hmm
Guile beat you up in Street Fighter 2,
That's
you
right.
know? So yeah, this is it's a new day, and this plus thing could be maybe it's gonna be like, maybe eventually there'll be like a all wrestling network. What
Yeah.
if?
Like I said it when WWE launched the WWE Network initially. Uh, I said it when AEW really proved that they could hang. It's it's a good time and it's an interesting time to be a wrestling fan right now, and I'm glad we're here for it. We live in interesting times, as you all know. We saw the boom of Hulkamania, brother. We're old enough for that. Yep. So yeah, Deadline Saturday. 8 p.m., 7 p.m. is the pre-show on which you will see Axiom versus Nathan Frazer. Yes, I'm pointing at it on my screen over there. I know you can't see my screen, so I'm just pointing over to my right, but you get what I'm doing. Check us out. Subscribe if you haven't. Jared has some numbers as far as how many of you are not subscribed.
Well, I think he just subscribed, and so
There
did
you go.
she
Okay,
and them. So hopefully that checks out too good. So
there you go. And with yeah, subscribe, like all the platforms, and Jared's got a party message.
shout out to Maddie in the comments. Yes, Rich the Riz physically recoils at the thought of me being champion. These expressions is what I live for. I do what I have to do to get them out there. Let it be known. The match of life is scheduled for one fall, so make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the book.